Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 3 o'clock news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Kinston where police are searching for 2 men who are involved in separate murders. Police say Drayhan Hall, who's 25 years old, is connected to the murder of Deshaun Blunt back on September 6. He is wanted for felony aid and abet and felony conspiracy. Police arrested 20-year-old Jatavez Ellison on September 18th for Blunt's murder. Police also say Daquan Willis, who's 23 years old, is connected with the murder of Daryl Dudley on August 28th. He is also wanted for felony aid and abet. Police arrested 22-year-old Prince Ellison on September 17th for Dudley's murder. Both murders happened at the Richard Green Apartments. Anyone with information on either case is asked to call Kinston Police at 252-939-4020, or you can reach out to Crime Stoppers at 252-523-4444. And now we want to turn our attention to a shooting that happened earlier this morning in Georgia at an Amazon warehouse. A police spokesperson says officers responded to an active shooter call shortly before 5 a.m. at Amazon's newly opened delivery station in Columbus. A police press release says a man fired multiple shots into the front of the facility from outside. After that, the man walked a short distance away where officers confronted him. The press release then says there was a brief standoff when the man brandished a firearm. According to police, the man died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. There were no other injuries reported. And now we want to turn to your weather forecast. Of course, for this week, we've got our eyes on an incoming cold front that will lead to a few thunderstorms around the east Thursday evening to Thursday night. But more importantly, we've got our eyes on the tropics, which are showing a little bit more activity than they were last week. Let's take a look at what we've got across the Atlantic right now. One area of concern in the central Atlantic, denoted by that red X you're seeing there, has a high chance of developing into a tropical system within the next 7 days. Now, over the next 48 hours, that chance is more reasonable 30% chance. But this is a system that could again kind of split Cape Hatteras and Bermuda over the next 2.5 weeks. It's still a ways out, but certainly one we're keeping an eye on. Now, there's another system a little bit closer to eastern North Carolina that, again, has the potential of giving us maybe a few impacts down the line. The area of concern, denoted by that X, right now about 100 to 150 miles off of the Leeward Islands. Over the next 7 days, it has a 50% chance of tropical development, where it moves closer to the Turks and Caicos island chain, even extending all the way up towards the Bahamas. That's where this system, again, could potentially gain a name. Now, our next 2 names up on the list are Umberto and Imelda. We'll see if either of these systems can gain those names. This one, though, is the system I'm certainly more concerned about just due to its potential development zone being so close to our coastline. So that's one, obviously, we're going to be keeping a very close eye on. But the other system in the Atlantic, the third system, if you will, Hurricane Gabrielle, right now a major hurricane, Category 3 strength, 120 mile an hour maximum sustained winds with gusts up to 150 miles an hour. Pressure is holding at 955 millibars, moving north at 10 miles per hour. Next update with this system expected to come in at around, 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we should be getting, again, a new update and a new track. Now, the Hurricane Center is still projecting a Category 4 hurricane strength is possible with this system by the time we reach really tonight at 8 p.m. But beyond that, the system is going to be racing away from North America, potentially impacting Europe by the time we get into the tail end of this upcoming weekend. Now, Gabrielle is not one we need to concern ourselves with. It is moving away. Granted, it is a very strong hurricane. It again is moving in the right direction away from North America. Right now in Washington, we've got Cloudy skies, had plenty of sunshine earlier in the day. Still a little bit of sun making it down onto the ground. You can see that by the shadows being cast by the trees. 83-degree air temperatures coming with an east-northeasterly breeze at about 5 miles an hour. Dew points down in the mid-50s, making it feel comfortable outside. We're also seeing those mid-50 dew points present in Greenville right now, thanks to a north-northwesterly wind blowing in at about 5 miles an hour. Air temps currently in central Pitt County showing up at 82 degrees. Now, over the next several days, we're going to be seeing air temperatures return to the upper 80s, low 90s, kind of keeping that summertime feel very much intact, even though we are officially into the fall season. We've now crossed over into astronomical fall, and well, from here on out, we're actually going to be warming up over the next 3 days. So kind of ironic how that all works out. But regardless, compared to where we were yesterday, we're only a couple degrees cooler across most of the east. Most of us probably not really noticing that difference in air temperatures from yesterday to today. Now, a northeasterly wind currently blowing in at around 5 to 10 miles an hour for inland areas shows a little bit more strength for those of you watching along the coast. But later on tonight, we're going to be seeing those winds continue to calm down and potentially even shift to more of the east-southeast. Now, for tomorrow, everything again looking fairly calm and light for your wind speeds. We'll wake up to some cloud cover early on tomorrow morning, but that cloud cover is going to be pulling away from the east throughout the day. Those of you watching on the eastern side of Highway 17 likely going to be seeing a little bit more cloud cover early on tomorrow morning. But again, I don't think it's going to be lasting past noon. Once we get to lunchtime, a lot of those clouds working their way out, only leaving us with more sunshine for your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 o'clock hours. Over that time period, we'll see air temperatures go from the mid-80s to the upper 80s, 85 degrees at 1, hitting 88 degrees between 3 and 4 p.m. And humidity should stay relatively low coming up for tomorrow. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to say that through the entire week. We'll notice a little bit more of a humidity bump as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. But at least for Tuesday, we should again hold on to the drier air that will make it again still feel pretty comfortable outside. Now, here's a look at what to expect over the next 48 hours. We've got that frontal boundary sitting just off to our northwest. That won't fully make it through eastern North Carolina until we get to Thursday evening to Thursday night. And of course, that's when the Pirates are taking on Army at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. We'll see if the game gets rain delayed at all because of, again, some scattered thunderstorms, possibly kind of dotting the radar picture by that point. But once that front clears the coast, we should see not only cooler air temperatures roll in, but a little bit more of a consistent rain potential in eastern North Carolina for both Saturday, Sunday, and possibly even extending into Monday of next week as well. Well, that's all we have time for today's 3 p.m. News and Weather Update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic, it's Monday today. Have a fantastic Monday.